What's up, guys? How we doing today? This is Joe the Man. Today's video we are talking about the Lord of the Rings: The Return of the King, one of the best movies ever made. Um, so that's what we're on today. If you haven't already, please make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Let's talk about The Return of the King. This is easily one of the best movies ever made. I honestly believe that there is really not very many crafted movies of such proportion that bring such a masterful and incredible viewing. This is honestly a movie that will go down in history as probably one of the best fantasy movies ever made and I really don't think anything has ever topped it. Return of the King is one of it is incredible. From beginning to end, this movie delivers such an impactful message, and it has been a delight of mine for many, many years. But to other film goers and to other film geeks like me, um, this is what we call A plus. This is what we call a 10 out of 10. This is 100% like Rotten Tomatoes. This is the fucking movie that everyone agrees is one of the best ever made. And if you don't think so, I don't know what's wrong. So the greatest battle of mankind, the battle for the battle of Gondor, the battle for Middle Earth, the battle against Sauron, it all comes down in this one movie. So there are a lot of things to think about when you watch this movie. There's a lot of different angles and ways that this movie can be talked about. I'm not going to spend 15 minutes talking about it. I'm going to give my rough estimate of the film, and that'll be that. This movie basically opens up with the history of Gollum, which was touched on in the Two Towers, but wasn't really notified. So we open up on the history of Gollum, and we get to learn more about his past and his selfish obsession with the ring. And then we forward to the war that is going on in Middle Earth. The battle sequences in this movie are absolutely astounding. There's always a moment in the movie where there is never a dull moment in this movie. Most fantastical movies focus on one element. This movie has so many different elements and so many different fundamentals that it carries the story in such a profound and incredible way. I honestly believe that there's never anything wrong with this movie. Every aspect of the movie is hyped up, it's energetic, it is astounding, and it gets your blood pumping. And it's always something that you can always look forward to when watching a movie of this mass greatness. Peter Jackson won a shit ton of awards. Best Picture, he did an incredible job on this movie. Everything came together and it made for a very impactful and very well done choreographed movie. The cinematography is great. There are some incredible action scenes, man. I've never seen something of this amount. It is absolutely perfected to the absolute. Honestly, this movie delivers on every aspect, and it's incredible. Return of the King is a finale that delivers on an A plus scale. But without going on and on and on about how great the movie is, I'm going to get into some plot. So Frodo and Sam, their journey all along was to destroy the ring. They had to get to the Mountain of Mordor and put the ring in the fire and destroy it and save everybody. Aragorn's journey in this movie, this really what Return of the King is based on. It was really Aragorn's ascension to a king, and this was Aragorn's movie. It's not necessarily focused on just him. I mean, there's a lot of different aspects in this movie, but honestly, Aragorn takes he takes the spotlight for this movie. As he leads his armies against Middle Earth and the Orc army, he is really motivated, and you get to see a different side of him. He's had enough of this war. He wants to finish it out, and he encourages his men to not only destroy the army, but to have courage. I love the scene towards the end of the movie when he's gathered his armies, and he said, you know, there's going to be days when you're afraid, there's going to be days when you don't have courage, but today we will fight and we will end a war that has been going on for too long. Frodo and Sam, their relationship in this movie is absolutely ecstatic. You can really see how much Sam really cared for Frodo, because at the end of the movie, Frodo is really in a dark spot. He has gone through so much torture and so much pain and horror, but Sam is there for him in every aspect of the film, and I really fell in love with Sam's character in this movie. He's such a loyal and just brotherly character in this movie. It was absolutely incredible. And honestly, Gandalf was also really good in this movie. I believe Gandalf's character in this movie really is very stagnantly incredible. The movie is all the characters in this movie are just so choreographed awesomely, and they each carry a very impactful story in the movie. All in all, as I get towards the end of this video, I gotta say, I'm gonna give Return of the King a 10 out of 10, A plus movie, one of the best movies you'll ever watch. I give kudos to all the actors in this movie, A plus cast, incredible action. Return of the King is one of my favorite movies of all time. It's available to watch on HBO Max now, but be sure most of you guys have it on DVD. So, if you haven't seen Return of the King, or if you care to give it a rewatch, please consider liking this video. Comment some of your favorite things that you liked from Return of the King. And as always, this has been Joe the Man.